Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, and welcome to Final Fantasy VII, a casual playthrough by yours truly. I'm Shadon of Warui Deshou, and, figured it's one way to spend a Friday night wandering around, fighting random abominations spawned from the Earth itself, trying to save the planet, fight evil fascist corporate entity. Why the hell not? Why the hell not indeed? Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I'll come to the game in just a moment, but there's just one quick thing I wanted to know, which is that I mean, how can I not be aware of what's been happening this week in the US and the wider world? So I'm just going to say right here, right now, Black lives do matter. They should matter. They should matter equivalently to everyone else's. The fact that they don't right now is a grave injustice, and that needs fucking fixing. End of story. I'm donating to causes in the US and the UK to help try and fix that. At least that's my part I'm doing. But I'm not letting that go unsaid while just having this chill stream, to be quite honest, We can do both. We can have a good time while admitting that there are things that need fixing going on outside in the wider world. Alright, so with that said, what's currently going on? Last time I left off about 2 weeks ago, I just got to Deshou. Had a bit of a botch job on my previous stream where I completely fecked up a number of fights and challenges and mini-games like the Rufus Parade, so I didn't get the weapon I wanted from that, unfortunately. But that's all fine. What I have done in the interim, though, is I've done a little bit of grinding, leveled some stuff up. You'll note that the party's changed right last started. I don't have Tifa in here anymore, and there's a reason for that, which I'll show you in a moment when we go inside Deshou properly. But I should also note what I've actually got. So, first off, Cloud has learned his second level limit break, Blade Beam. So, we're now up to that. With regards to Red, he's actually also leveled up some of his materia. We've got Bolt 2, Ice 2, and Fire 2. So we've got the whole trinity there. I've swapped some stuff around as well. Yuffie's in the party at the moment only because I want to show off some stuff with Deshou, after which she will be leaving. We'll be putting her in the garbage where she belongs and swapping her out for Aeris or Tifa as appropriate. I've done some leveling with Barret as well for reasons that if you played the game will be obvious given where we currently are. But for the moment, let's head on back inside Deshou. So, I arrived here last time but didn't actually do anything more really apart from going here. I have already cancelled the scene out by going in here earlier to do some small bits where Yuffie appears. I will show you that in a moment, but for the time being, let's dip over. So this chap here, he hired Yuffie to run his stall and sell materia, and you can actually buy stuff from her, but oh, Saints alive, wouldn't you recognise it? Yuffie has run off with all the materia and money. Whoops. There's nothing new that we need here at the moment, really. But it's still funny nonetheless. And she's of course not a party, she's just hiding from round the corner like, I'd do it, I promise. This chap sells items like softs and whatnot, which will start seeing more status effects on this particular continent. I've already picked these up, so I'm not going to bore you to death with the actual process of rebuying them. Now, there was another scene in here as well, which I also unfortunately already played, which was Barret wearing a sailor suit in this little bathroom here. For all that he complained about hating the suit, that I recall, when he was on the boat, he seems to be pretty fond of it, so, hey, fair play to him. Alright, we're going to go explore a little bit first before we go down to the beach and check that out. Now, there's an extra scene here if you have Tifa in your party, so, yep, Johnny's still around and he's still got a crush. God damn it, Johnny. No, can't go in there, of course. Alright, let's go to bar for drink. Mate. I don't know. Well, there you go. They're going to go to the Icicle Inn, but like I say, not fighting tonight. Hey, I remember these dudes. Are these the chaps from the Honeybee? Could be wrong. Ah, weapon shop. So, we've got some new kit that we can buy here. The Platinum Bangle actually gives you double growth on materia that you have in it, even though you lose a fair bit of defense, which I am still going to buy nonetheless because it's quite good. Carbon Bangle does provide a general defense increase, but it's not anything like the Shinra Beta that we got previously. And the 4 slots is something that Ares already has, which is 4 slots, but we're not really all that worried about it. So I will buy... Let's see. In fact, no, I'll skip the Platinum Bangle for one reason, because I want to get more materia in there. Like, it's kind of a trade-off, because I have less slots than the Shinra Beasts I have, which means that some materia doesn't even end up growing as a result anyway. So, there you go. And what about this place up here? He's enjoying it. Ooh, a basement with stuff to loot. Firing. Ooh. That's very good of him. Just go and rob me blind. Why the hell wouldn't you? So we got a couple of different items there. One of which was the motor drive, which I'm not mistaken is a item for Tifa. Let's sort this out now. Yep. So we'll give that to her in a bit when we put her back in the party. The other thing that we got though, which is going to be very useful for something I'm going to do later, is the fire ring. Nullifies fire attacks. Now, that's going to be useful for a later boss fight, but if you might recall, we got kind of owned by the Midgar Zolom previously. And having this on one of our characters will enable them to learn beta from the Midgar Zolom without even taking any damage whatsoever, which is really, really handy. So we'll have that for a bit. Well, guess he's asleep now. Never mind. Alright, goes to the beach in just a moment. Just checking a small quick thing here. Just being paranoid and making sure the stream's working, because I've actually switched over to Streamlabs. Which has got some nice features in it. It should now be chat replay enabled, for example. Yep, we're good. Alright. So, this is Costa del Sol, and we're on the beach. So let's see what's going on over here. Also, shouts to Grumpy Cloud in the chat. I like how, okay, this dude just walked from the ocean. He just came out of the ocean, and you know what? You know what? We're just going to assume he's got tickets for the Gold Saucer. It's not like, you know, it's like incredibly ominous shit or anything. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. It looks like I missed the opportunity to see Hojo at the beach, unfortunately. Ah well. We'll move on anyway and get on to the next part of it. No issues on the stream health that I can see here, to be honest, Grumpy. But we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Anyway, we're going to make our way over to Coral now. I'm very sad, unfortunately, I accidentally killed the Hojo event. I thought that would have persisted had I not done anything with it, but nope, never mind. So you can throw weapons using this materia. And why not? Because we don't need that anymore. I'll do it. It's going very well, Yukino. Now get back in the robot where you belong. Alright. Let's put Tifa back in. So that's a double AP weapon. And let's see what materia she's got in there before we start swapping stuff out. We're probably not going to need Shiva for a little while, so let's just do a little bit of swapping stuff around. Because this way we can level up her materia quite quickly as well. Shiva in there. And we'll have this all. I mean, admittedly, it's not going to get used because it's in a loose slot, but say we just want to keep leveling our stuff up as quickly as we can here. Let's go and head through this little mountain path here, this bridge. Oh, that's rude. So you might recall what I said about equipping Chocobog with Elemental on Cloud's weapon. This is one of the enemies that I believe is weak to as a flying one. That's the general rule here. Yeah, that's proof positive. Not a huge amount of anything really from that, unfortunately. There will be eventually a chance for us to actually get some decent AP and kill from certain enemies, but not right now. So let's go to this creepy looking cave. I mean, surely nothing can go wrong from this. I'm moving on ahead, which is why I'm going to just fade back into you and just let you dictate the pace of it. Immune to fire, right? So there's some really nice loot on the way out through here, actually. There's not really much story stuff, though. But we'll see that as we go along here. And the music is really, really chill as well, I gotta say. Oh, I spoke too soon! Like, oh my god, look at this light on the land here! Oh god. Whoops. Yeah, weak to ice. There you go. So this is the Coral Mako reactor. There's not really anything here, but we will be coming back here later in the game. Ooh! Yikes. Okay, we get it. We don't. You don't like Red 13. Fine, fine. Wow, that's rude. Might as well use it. Red's not going to have an opportunity to use his limit for quite a while anyway. At least in the boss is what I mean. Where it'd be most helpful. Don't forget your power sources. Gotta use them. Or you will lose them. So, pay attention to the location that we're in here, because we will be seeing that again relatively soon. We can head back up here, but I don't believe there's anything of note up here. Yeah, they're flying enemies as well, so they're also similarly weak to wind, as you can see. So I mentioned earlier in the stream that off stream I actually got Cloud's Blade Beam limit. Oh, that's nice. Which I should know. When you get to a higher limit level, your limit gauge actually builds a little bit slower, if I'm not mistaken, each time. So you won't see as many limits at level 2 with Cloud, for example. Anyway, for the moment, what we need to do now is just swap some quick material, just do all this sort of jazz, you know. There we go. See that the materials come along quite nicely here, so we should hopefully have that level pretty quickly. Supposed to be go across the tracks here, but just got a quick look over this way, see if it's interesting. So these are cockatrices, and you're going to see what they can do in the moment. I'm just that good. We didn't get to see it, but what cockatrices can do is they can cast the petrification effect. I believe it takes place after a couple of seconds, or like a bit of time in game. Which will turn your character to stone. And then they're basically out of the fight until you know, turn them back to normal. Gonna save that limit for another fight. Ah, damn it. Beer's clearly already going straight to my head. Ah, okay. So here's the thing, right? Bombs have an item that I actually do want to steal. But whereas normally it's reasonable just to leave them alive, like... Well, this one's growing larger, as you can see, so... Right, let's whack that one with ice too, just to be on the safe side. Didn't particularly fancy him blowing up. I've been very cooperative, this dude. I get what you mean, Grumpy Cloud. I strongly suspect that when they were, like, naming these things, they just probably phoned it in a little bit. You know, like, it was a Friday afternoon, you know, they went to go to the pub. I promise there's a very good reason I'm trying to steal from this bomb. And I got it. So we've literally taken his right arm. No, not quite, of course, but I will explain the item in a little bit. But suffice to say, it is very, very useful indeed. So, okay, what does a right arm do, you might wonder? Deals explosive damage. It deals a lot of explosive damage at that. We're going to be using this for a boss later on. This is something I learned from watching speedruns. Using Chocomog here because Chocomog is wind-based and obviously just completely owns most flying enemies. Dead, just like that. A Bolt Plume, we do want that for later. That is really lucky. I'm going to need that for an optional boss later on as it happens. Okay, we're not going to head up just yet. Not going to do that. Why would we do that? Oh, missed it. Oh, did I? Aha! So that's a weapon for Aeris, by the way, which I'll be getting to in a little while. I'm in complete agreement, by the way, Go Sorrow. The music for this section is great, but, like, you know, saying Final Fantasy VII's music is good is like saying the water is wet. The location itself, though, of all these tracks, like, they're either, as I see it, like, you know, mining cart-like tracks, or possibly old roller coasters or something. It's not clear, but it's neat nonetheless as an environment. Got it. Told you I was a button masher. So we got ourselves another star pen in there. We could probably sell that for money. It's nice to have. Now that's a weapon for Barrett. I'll be giving that to him as soon as I can. Just littered with all sorts of useful stuff. Oh no. I like how this is basically, you know, the Final Fantasy VII craze is saying, you know what we need to do? We need to have a scene where Cloud falls down repeatedly like he's Wile E. Coyote. The only thing that's missing is him actually plummeting to the bottom and then just being this little poof of smoke. Ah, the transform material. So transform gives you Mini and Toad. They can be useful, but I'm generally speaking just content with what we've got. Like, I don't tend to really use status effects a lot in this game. Alright, anyways, let's show up Blade Beam. Ah, here we go. So Cloud now has that amount of time left before he turns to stone. If we kill the enemies beforehand, though, then we'll be fine. But yeah, Blade Beam is the first limit break that Cloud gets that does multiple damage to multiple enemies. So it's quite useful for that. Another Bullet Plume, very nice. I will gladly take that. And there's our crew, just hanging out. I'm going to let Tifa massacre these dudes with a summon. Because why not? I like how Shiva looks so disinterested. Like, just die. They dead. Hey, there we go. So I get some of our materia leveled up, which is nice. Let's put this fire one in there. We have a spare, but might as well. Or rather, put the heal one in there, because we do want a Xena eventually. At least until we start getting ribbons for our characters. I don't know why Cloud's having such an issue with this, like... But... Hey. There you go, the bridge is down, the rest of the crew just comes on over. Ah, but... What's this noise? What's up here? What might this be? Oh... Oh... So that treasure is 10 Phoenix Downs, which we don't need. So I'm going to be nice. I'm going to leave him. I think Red's thirsty for chicken nuggets right now. I really couldn't say why. Oh. We'll have to go back the other way actually and come back down to where they went. Ah, shit. Never mind. It's not the end of the world. Hoping you're all doing okay in chat, by the way. Everyone who's watching, thank you very much for taking the time to come listen to me rant on about nothing on a Friday evening. Always good to have the company. Yeah, this bit's like, it's fine for like, you know, just doing stuff, but there's not much story going on right now, so not a huge amount for you to comment on. Owned. Red's got the Macross missiles going. And hey, that could very well be what inspired that particular enemy skill for all we know. Okie dokie. Could be a plan there, Grumpy Cloud. If you'll excuse me a moment, I'll also refill my beer. It's the only light you need, that glowing clock. Anyway, cheers everyone, happy Friday. Okay, let's crack on. Hey, it's my pleasure. Not currently much else really going on, of course, but as long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. I just like to imagine that as Cloud is running down here, he's going to scream like, "Ah!" Right, we already have a right arm, we don't need another, so let's just nuke the fuck out of this guy. Switch some things around a little bit here. So yep, the ice will be leveled up soon enough. That's all good. Poison gain level as well. We're doing quite well. Ah! Sorry. I just keep thinking every time I see him, it's just like, it's just a noise you're in distance, like, like that. I'm easily amused, what can I say? For a laugh, I'll try and steal another one. At least until he's dead. Oh! Well, we got a freebie, that'll do. I'm okay with that, keep building my limit breaks, you know? Come at me, bro. Of course, if bomb's suicide, then you don't actually get anything for it, but fair enough. And now we're in Coral Town. Ooh. I'll explain later when we get to the prison section in the Gold Saucer. So Barry again accused of things that we haven't heard about. I mean, we've had Cloud's backstory delivered in a flashback, but Barrett has been very circumspect by his own history. But you can obviously piece certain things together, like just from what we've seen. For example, where's Marlene's mother? That's one question you can ask already. But yeah, look at Carlstown. I mean, so that's Barrett's own words there. But is that true? Living in tents and wherever they've got handy, basically. Sell both of those, we don't need them. Sell the Grand Glove as well, we don't need that. Just while we're here. Right, so we can get ourselves some more kit here if we need it. I'm going to buy 2 Picard bangles. They won't replace the Shinra beads I have for most of the Pi members, but they will be used for Eris and Barrett. The other thing to note is the Force Stealer, which is a new weapon with Cloud. Now, this is actually the weapon, if I'm not mistaken, that I would have got had I scored pretty well or higher than I did on the Rufus Parade, which gives double AP growth. So getting it now, actually takes a lot of the sting out of not getting it back then. Obviously, we do lose a slot as a result of this. And we do also lose the ability to use Chocobo with the Elemental. But that's not the end of the world, to be quite honest. I'll leave Chocobo in. I'll take Elemental out for the time being. I will, however, give this fire one to Cloud in the meantime, so he at least has something that he can fire off with. He actually isn't using his limit break. The Steel Command can go from there, because we don't want that. The Cover Command can go in the one at the top, though. Because Yellow Materia, the Steel Command, we do want that leveled up to get Mug, because Mug is great. but unfortunately it's just not going to happen anytime soon even with this. So just try to be efficient here with the leveling. So yeah, Coral Town has definitely seen better days. We're still not getting the full picture here of exactly what's happened. More of the, you know, dudes with tattoos on. We'll take a room. But I mean, you know, we've got people here living on despite the fact that the town is basically ruined. I'll give you 2 guesses as to who's responsible for this with reality, as opposed to Barrett. Alright, so I'm going to take a couple of these. It just really does help to have some of these things on hand, just in case. We don't need a transform material, as we already have one. Now. So you might know I'm back out on the world map. There's a reason for that, and I'm going to explain in the moment after I save, because what we're about to do is a bit dangerous. We'll come back to the gold saucer in just a moment, but for now we want to head south for a little bit. And particularly, what we want to look out for is some chocobo tracks. Now these guys are jerks. Even I remember that these guys are jerks. And that's the reason they're jerks, because if they hit you with a Joker, you die. It's gonna be a Joker on red now, I can tell it. Joker on red? No, surprisingly not. Color's leveled up, which is very nice. Okay, I probably should... In fact, I don't need to save again. But we're going to go and look for some chocobo tracks. Can't go in the desert, unfortunately, because you will sink. You will die. That's not what you want. Alright, there they are. That works. So what I'm trying to do here is, when we get to the chocobo tracks, we want to get in a fight with a chocobo, but not for the purpose of capturing one, but rather because there is a very specific enemy that can appear with chocobo fights in this area that has an enemy skill we want. And it's an enemy skill you'll recognise from later in the game. If we get it early, it will make like a lot of the fights much easier. That being said, I'm not even sure if we can necessarily survive the enemy skill that we're going to be hit with, but we will find out in due course. So I've got the cover material. I'll take the fire magic out, put that in there. Alright. So we're at the tracks now. I'm just going to save it here. Here we go. So let's wait and see if we get a chocobo pops up. That poor Mog, like he's ran into so many enemies after being, you know, being summoned by us. Give him a break! Poor kiddo. I'll switch over to this little set here. Nice. So, when summon materia levels up, you can actually use them more than once in a single fight. Okay, good. Got the chocobo thing in there. I thought that I'd forgotten to put it on for some reason because I just wasn't getting the encounters I wanted. And I still don't seem to be for some reason, which is a bit irritating. I have no idea what TS bomb is, by the way, but I'll take it. That'll do. I'll try 2 more times. In the event that I don't get the fight that I'm after in that time, I'll head back. I don't want to waste your time watching me, like, try and do this particular thing. Interesting as this stuff can be show off, it can also be a bit dry, and I don't really want that. Okay, could deal with these guys, choosing not to. Oh, never mind. Oh. I'll take money. Give me money. Hey, I'm not complaining. Give me the money. Make it rain. Gimme the good stuff. Gimme. Alright, one more steps. I'll give up the game now. What I'm trying to do, there's a specific enemy called a harpy that spawns whenever you get an encounter with a chocobo in this particular area, if I'm not mistaken. Why do you want to fight this enemy? Because it has the Aqua Lung skill, which you can learn as an enemy skill. And you normally only learn that much later on when you fight one of the Genova bosses. Let's say, since we're not particularly having that right now, well, it wasn't worthless, you know, we got Cure 2 from it, which is nice. So we'll circle around the bottom and head up when the desert comes to an end. And Red has now gained his next level of Limit Break as it happens. So, again, not entirely a wasted trip. I just genuinely don't know why they weren't giving me any fights with Chocobos there. But once I figure out, we can come back later anyway. It's not necessary right now. I just figured I'd get it while I had the opportunity. Anyway, we'll head back up to the to Coral, rest up, and then we'll continue on our way. So we've got a preemptive here. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna skip this. I don't want to deal with the idea of, like, you know, getting joked again. I think Ifrit's a bit pissed. Not sure though, you know, maybe he's not so angry. Oh dear, oh, I think they're dead. They are all dead. Irony being, if I'd have grinded for a bit longer before starting to play this particular session, I could have got enough money for the lifetime ticket for the gold sauce. Funny how that works. Anyway. Almost made it back. Almost. Something I'll note while I'm here, by the way, is that while Red does indeed have his next limit break, I'm going to leave it set level 1, because his other limit break, which is Lunatic High, it gives everyone haste, and that is so obnoxiously useful. I can't overstate enough. Like, it will be useful until after we at least get outside of the Gold Saucer, when we get access to another enemy skill that breaks the game entirely. But for now, we're going to keep hold of it. So let's go on instead to the Gold Saucer. Before we go any further, actually, I'm just going to get back here because I want to tell you a little story. So, you might think to yourself, holy crap, look at North Coral next to the Gold Saucer. And we've all seen the Gold Saucer. We've all played this game. We know it's like an amazing tourist attraction. It's got all the mod cons you could want. I once went to Florida. I think it was like the second time I ever went. And we visited Tampa Bay, which is where Busch Gardens is. And I remember we were driving around, me and my family that is, on the way to Busch Gardens, and we were passing by a road in which distance you could see like some of the roller coasters from Busch Gardens. And in the immediate foreground on the side street from where we were, there was like a shanty town where a couple of people were living. So if you think that this is unrealistic, if you think that it's crazy that there could be like this ruin of a town where people are barely scraping a living together right next door to such an amazing theme park, that is factually not the case because I've seen it firsthand. Anyway, diversion over, let's go and head onto the roadway. I like how you can tell Barrett's in a bad mood just because how he's slumped over, by the way. Again, it's a testament to this game, like how they put some effort into such low poly models still having some personality and some like sense of gesture and posture. You might want to know, by the way, that as Barrett is saying this, there are already Shinra soldiers present. So, it's one of those unfortunate things about how the game is aged. Now, bear with me, I'm going somewhere with this. It doesn't sound like what it is. But, obviously, you know, we do want to move away from using coal in the real world in general. So, I can kind of still understand, like, you know, I mean, we had the miners' strikes in the United Kingdom, like, you know, as the coal pits were shut down, people left without jobs, towns stripped bare. Like, Dine's concerns are not entirely invalid here. But we're not Shinra positing this, like, you know, little scheme of theirs for a Mako reactor, and something, you know, not shit and not run by, you know, like, greedy corporate fuckways. He would absolutely be in the wrong. It's not easy, I know, but like there's ways of doing it. Got Scarlet here spraying the Shinra gospel. I keep using those names interchangeably, Grumpy Cloud. I apologise. I should probably use Aerith. Because as far as I'm aware, that's the particular like. That's like the name as it should be, and Eris was like a translation issue or something. I'm not sure, but anyway. That's that. They just burn the fucking town down. Ah, so Yuffie is letting the mask slip a little bit here, because we will learn eventually where she is from and why she hates Shinra so much in her own little way. But she's always known that they've been shit. Jurassic theme park, you know, theme plays, all that stuff. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. And here we are. Wow. I mean, I've been to a number of theme parks in my life, and they do have that like nonsense currency that's fucking worthless and is like more expensive in real terms than actual money. And even here, the save points are genuinely like necessary feature, like cost you money. It's fucking ridiculous. Arif? Bob, whatever your name is, like, maybe not with Barrett being so angry about what's going on. Yeah, you're right, this isn't the right time to do this at all. I like how she's going from that side because obviously Barrett's gun arm is on the other, and if he got really mad and let that fire off randomly... I don't know what she's basing that on. So we get to pick one person time. So we're going to have Teeth with us. Woof! Zoop! You just shout. Alright, I'm going to need to take a quick bio break, so we're back momentarily and then we'll crack on. Thank you very much for your patience, everyone. I have returned, and I have yet another beer. Yes. Cheers. Okay. So we've got Teeth with us. Now, we can go after Barrett if we wanted to, but we might want to go and have an explore first. So let's head to the Ghost Square. Ooh, spooky! You literally emerged from a grave to get there. And we're in the monster's house. Well, never mind that. Let's go visit the shop, though. You know full well someone's had a massive, massive heart attack. Like, when they've been just trying to visit this place, like, oh, I reckon the Ghost Square will be nice and interesting, as not, you know, why the hell not? And then, oh my god, like, old Deirdre's, like, you know, her old ticker's gone. Alright, so we'll leave the Ghost Square behind for the moment. Instead, head to Wonder Square! If I can get in there. Ah, oh shit, I didn't mean to go here just quite yet, but anyway. So, Kate Sif, boy, I've got to, like, keep my lips shut on this because there's so much I could talk about, and there's someone I know who could talk infinitely more than I could about this character. I like how Cloud says that in the most dismissive way possible. Like, that's an incredibly useful ability! Have you never watched JoJo's Part 5? King Crimson! Come on! This is like a Phoenix Knights sketch, honestly. There was that, like, fortune teller skit where there was this dude just yelling names around and saying, like, your name is Jim! No, it's Bob, or something like that. Hey, Garo! Shit, well that's... I mean, come on, we've got two clearly bogus fortunes here, and this third one. Like, you know, I'm reckoning free for free that it's just complete shit. Ah, she's merged into me! I didn't ask for this! Alright. So let's just check out what Kate's got off on hand here. So, the silver armlet, similar to the Shinra Beta, I'm actually going to swap that out. Now, the manipulate materia, that's what we want. We want this for something really, really important later. I'm going to leave that equipped on Kate for the moment and also give him some additional materia to use. Just for the time being. Anyway, let's go explore the rest of the gold saucer. Well, that's rude. Fine, I'll be on my way then. Insert your own JoJo's jokes here endlessly. It's a kidney stone, that's what it is. I like to imagine that if Dio ever goes like food shopping, he just constantly poses like, you know, he's going like, "Why, yes, I would like this courgette!" Anyway, here's Johnny again. Alright, we gotta go for the Wall of Fame. Oh, for God's sake. Everything costs GPA. Well, fine, I best go make some money, hadn't I? Some of your fake, like, you know, Disney books, whatever you want to fucking call them. Okay, we don't want the hotel. Let's go to the round. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's go to Wonder Square again. Alright, let's give this a shot. So, the goal of the Gold Saucer in a lot of cases is to like max out as much GP as you can, and this game right here is actually the most efficient way of doing it. Massively overshot there. Let's try again. Nope, too loose. Nope. I'm terrible at this, I'm so sorry. Nope. I'll say that. If you're good at this game, by the way, if you have the proper time for it, you can get up to 300 GP, or sorry, BP, or whatever you want to call it, per game. Ah, never mind. That's fine though, I will take the 4 GP there. Congrats, dude. So I just spent random items, not really that interested in that. Alright. Get him on Tinder! Go on, lad! Go on! Oh. Oh dear. Right. So there's a specific number of nuts you need to give, and insert your own nutting joke here. And this is the point where I cheat again through the power of the internet. Yep. You'll note that I am looking down and I am actually typing something into my phone. The reason I want to get this right first time is because you actually get a very specific amount of GP from this if you do it right, but only the first time. God damn it, cookies. I've got no shame in admitting I'm cheating here. I'm so sorry. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Oh. Well, that's rude. Oh. Alright, let's try it again. Alright. So that's one nut. Go on, lad, feed up. And that's it. You need to give him 5 and then 3. I didn't realise there was a time limit on this. I'm learning new stuff about this game even now. Alright, go on, lad! Look at him go! I'm with you on that, go with Cyro. Imagine if, like, you just said, look, you are basically a failed Mog. Alright, well, I flew for about 10 seconds. I'm tuckered out. You can tell it's a lady Mog because she's pink. Let's give him a nut so he can, you know, be cool. Alright, that's it. We just need to give him 3 and he's good to go. Go on, lad! You know what? You could be right going with Sorry Robot. Alright, come on, my son! Mog! 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 Way! Woo! No thanks to me cheating, but hey, you know. As graceful as a drunken pigeon going in circles. Her name is Mag. Alright, Mag! How's it going with Mog? Oh my god, they're multiplying! No! Like lemmings! Bye-bye. What is this? Getting into like a 1960s British children's show. Oh god, it totally is actually. So yeah, we just got 30 GP from playing that game. That's the one-time bonus you get from that. The rest of it just doesn't matter. Alright. Let's see if there's any better than Kate Sif's fortune. Thanks, Final Fantasy VII. Thanks a bunch. Thank you for that. It's Johnny's clone. I got fucking nothing to say to that, honestly. Alright. So you might recall, this is the Midgar game. God, I'm terrible at this. I got 3 at once, Garo. That's how I roll. Good and bad. But yeah, the Gold Saucer is where you will often be able to repeat a lot of the mini games that you've done previously. And you can get yourself GP from it. So that's always nice. There aren't really any other unlocks right now, save for this one. So let's try this. So I actually get it. Oh boy. So it's rock, paper, scissors basically. It's janking. Right, let's give this a try. Yep. Well, we've got enough GP to last us a little while anyway, as far as resting up is concerned, which is what counts. But I will have another go at the basketball game while we're here. Nope, never mind that. Nope, too limp. I'm terrible at this. One more and then I'll be on my way. I thought I held that longer, but I didn't. Right, well, with that failure on, you know, proper display there. Oh, in fact, before we go. Well, that was easy. Alright, let's try with the actual wrestler. Way, there we go. Alright, so show off all the games now. And also nearly gave myself, like, you know, carpal tunnel from playing that. So, let's move on. Now, because we have GP, we can actually start doing things. Not least of which is actually go on this little roller coaster. And, oh shit, dog, who's this? Alright. Can you imagine trying to get the bar over Kate Sif's body there? Like, it's crazy. Let's go. Missed that one entirely. Wow, I pumped that thing full of fucking lasers and it just did not die. Well, I did dreadful on that. Never mind. Well, never mind. So the other one, if I'm not mistaken, let's go to the Chocobo Square while we're here, actually. We're going to skip this. Because I have on authority that the rewards are not worth it, but anyway, for the moment, let's go back to the round square. This is actually a date thing, so I'm going to skip this for later. We'll go straight on to the battle square instead. Seems like a reasonably friendly place. Oh, there's a Shinra guard there, and oh dear. He's dead, Jim. Boing, 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 boing. Damn. So the immediate implication here is that this is Barrett who's done this. Oh, who's the cute little robot? Yeah, you're right, Gogo Soro. It doesn't have any of those, you know, like, license plates. Gateway 7, but I thought heaven was up, sir. Oh, no. Oh, snap. So, welcome to the Coral Prison. I mean, if you think about it, like, if Barrett was the one who had shot them, then they would have already known that he was down here. So it can't have been him. I'm glad he's enjoying it. I don't even know what to make of these things, if I'm quite honest. I got nothing. Thanks for playing, bye! Yowza! That was rude. They might very well be, Gero. Alright, so there's a dude here who's running right for us. I'm gonna see if I can just try and get away from him. Alright, catch me if you can, you bastard. Come on. Fucking come on, I'll have you. I guess anybody there? Ah! Ah, well, you think you blow up this time? Look at this fucker go. This place is heaven, 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 heaven. Alright, we'll go save for the moment anyway. So yeah, this place is a fucking shithole. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. Alright, that dude in the back we need to kill immediately. Because we encountered a similar variant on that enemy before in Midgar, and they can steal items, and we have a lot more like useful items at the moment. So I don't want them like stealing and then running off them. Lots and lots of practice, Go-Go. Sorry, Rora. Lots of practice. I'll take a 10 though. Damn. I want to imagine that Aerith kicked the door down when she said that, and it's just going like, "What? Hey, that's Cloud's line!" Like you know, fully gesturing all the way through it. By the way, in case you hadn't noticed, because there was mention, of course, about the coral tile, this scene, this like particular house, looks a lot like the one we saw in the flashback with Diane and Barrett when they were discussing the future of Coral. It could very well be the same room. This was the scene from before. By the way, pay particular attention to Dine's demeanor in all of this, because, you know, like, Barrett's the one who's, like, and not to, like, say that he's wrong for feeling this way, but, like, he's the most emotional of the pair. Now, I don't know how I feel about this particular moment where they try and play, like, the Goodfellas, you know, dance, dance, dance moment, like, in all this seriousness. I'm not so sure about it. Scarlet really is a character from Utena, I'm telling you. And so she takes a gun up as well and starts shooting. So you'll note, by the way, the way that Barrett refers to Marlene there, he says, everyone's waiting for you down back in the village, Eleanor and Marlene. His wife is a different name. Just think about that. Obviously, people who play this game already know what the revelation that's coming is, but I like that they're already building up to this. Alright, so we're bringing Barrett with us. Now we need to give Barrett specific equipment for this coming moment. I'm going to give him the fire ring, give him the W machine gun, the materia. Now he only needs specific things for this. Which goes something a little bit like this. So I'm going to kind of leave the actual materia a bit sloppy here, but we don't really need to worry about it too much. Well, the prison has a bar at the very least, that's nice of it. But yeah, I don't need to give Barrett too much material for what's going to come. Like, those are really the only ones he needs. And even then, I did say to you all before that I had prepared in advance a little bit. I'm sorry, Mr. Coates, I didn't mean to, like, phase through you. You don't want those scrubs. Scrub's not the kind of guy he's thinking of. I have no idea. Oh, hello. I have never seen it before in the game, I must admit. I was curious as to why that was there, and like how you ever even know to look for that if you didn't have this particular mode turned on is beyond me. Oh my god, you did not steal that. I am not letting you fuckers steal those items. Like, I need that elixir for a very specific reason later on. I am not letting them have that. Not while I have air on my fucking, like... Well, I was gonna say head then, but obviously I don't. Take that shit for brains. Whew. I got dicey. So we need to go and look for Dine, who very well could be here. So you might recall this gentleman we saw earlier. He's now been shot. So let's go this way. So this is the first time that we've really seen, apart from the Dark Nation enemy in the Shinra Tower. Well, that's rude. What I meant to say was that this is the first time I've really seen enemies outside of that Dark Nation enemy who can actually use defensive magic. Good on them for doing that, though. So we do want that laser enemy skill, which is a gravity-based skill, actually. Works like the demi-spell we'll get later. Ah, of course it's Barrett who has it now. Force stab it. Yeah, that's a dead end. Let's not go there. Ooh. My god, it's Wormside, the sights of which we've never seen! I haven't, Garo, no. I don't have access to my PS4 right now. It's currently a friend's house, so I won't be able to get back until after the lockdown's over. Triple sevens. We'll lay all that on a fruit machine. Alright, let's head back. Oh snap, we appear to be lost. That's a problem. Sorry, I don't recall saying Girl now. I just haven't got a chance to get around to getting it back yet, and it won't be for a little while. Just always the current circumstances and all that. This is annoying. I did not mean to go this way. More fucking sandworms, honestly. Do be hitting me with the rude attacks, honestly. It's not fair. God almighty, this is annoying. Right, I'm hoping they eventually will be able to get back to the fucking place. This is getting really irritating now. There's only so many sandworms a dude can kill before he gets bored of this shit. Oh my god. Well, he's on Aether back. If that's the case, Carol, that can happen anytime soon. I mean, you know, be real good. Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to go sideways instead. There we go, finally! Man, what a crock of shit that was, I'm not gonna lie. Shouldn't have taken that long for that to get started. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't particularly want to deal with those guys. We got another learn Matcha Magic out of it, which is quite nice. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Before we go any further with this, there's just something I want to quickly note, which is that since we left Midgar, like, the story has generally been focused on Sephiroth and the threat that he poses. This vague idea at the moment that he's after the Promised Land as much as Shinra is. I mean, Shinra is still there, but make no mistake, the party's focus has been on Sephiroth. But this whole moment with Coral Town, like, from a narrative perspective, I think is really, really welcome for one reason. It refocuses the fact that Shinra are actually the main villains, really, more of Final Fantasy VII than Sephiroth. Don't get me wrong, Sephiroth's got his own agenda that's going to cause, like, literal apocalypse that we'll find out later. But coming back to this moment where, you know, Shinra just burned a town down for the fucking fun of it. Like, it reminds you just how evil they are. And I like that there's this moment which refocuses the story on that just for a time and takes away from Sephiroth. Like, Diana has nothing to do with Sephiroth whatsoever. It's a deal with the devil situation, like, because as I said before, the whole idea of Coral Town moving away from coal, that in itself would be reasonable. But the options that they offered, and what they ultimately, the price they asked of the people of Coral, was, well, look at the environment we're in right now. Look how Diane and Barrett have, like, you know, been mutilated and turned into living weapons, basically, you know. So yeah, the revelation here, Marlene is not Barrett's biological daughter, just adopted. But Marlene was so very young, like, at the time, you know, that this happened, that the reason she thinks Barrett's her father is because she didn't really know Diane at the point where she could imprint on him, for lack of a better term. So yeah, Dine's lost it. And his thinking, like, I get it. Obviously don't agree with him the slightest. Which is, you know what? If I kill her, then we can all go together. You know, just go see her. Let's go see Eleanor. I just wish it wasn't this boss music. For reasons I'll explain later. But anyway, so I mentioned there was a reason we picked up right arms before. And this is it. That's the boss battle done. You're entirely right, Go Side Robot. We get to see how much, like, Barrett cares for Marlene. If anything, any criticism I would have to level is that we don't see Marlene again for the entire game now. There's something really, I should point out, deeply ironic about beating Dine with a right arm. I don't know. I don't know if they thought that through necessarily or intended that, but there you are. Now, there was discussion in the chat before, like, have I played the remake? I haven't. But I have heard that the remake does flesh out a substantial number of characters a bit more, including particularly Reeve. So I am very, very curious to see what they do with Dine when we get to this particular point in the remake post-Midgar. Like, because, again, he's not tied in Sephiroth in any single way. He's strictly the product of Shinra's machinations, for lack of a better term. And I wonder if they'll develop that, like, you know, bring it to the fore, like, because not everything needs to be about Sephiroth. I know that, like, that ironically is one of the biggest flaws of Advent Children of all things. That it was all about Sephiroth in the end. But not everything needs to be about him. And this case is an example of that. Yeah, she's only 4 years old. Barrett said it was 4 years ago when the town burned down, so she must have been a baby, and, well, it's this moment here. I like how Barrett here, like, despite what's happened, I mean, don't get me wrong, Dying killed a ton of people. They shouldn't have done. But the situation is much more complicated than this Mr. Coates prick is making out to be. So I'm glad that Barrett, like, hasn't discarded, like, that context. Guess it's time for us to go win a chocobo race then. I plan to win the race. You have to win it, or else it's, you know, kind of moot. If you lose, you get to do it again. Needs to be calm, elevated music. It's like some easy listening shit. Yep, basically. I like how they all took a sideways glance like, who's this newbie here? Also, there's inexplicably a CRT there. Oh, hi, me. I didn't realise I was in this game. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Annoyingly, this is another case where I don't remember which keys are bound to which, so I have no idea what assist is, for example. I really wish it just actually contained the fucking, like, you know, key. I'm going to literally be mashing keys to try and find what to get on manual. Well, time to try and not botch this up anyway, at least. There we go. Alright, we should be good. Oh, I spent a significant amount of stamina here. How do I slow... Oh, Jesus, this is terrible. I have no idea what buttons I'm pressing here. This is terrible. Oh, fuck. Fine, whatever. Let's try that again. Such a pain in the ass when you don't know what the fucking buttons are. Yes, there's only so much stamina you have, and I burnt it a bit too early. That is the first time I've ever lost that race, by the way. Whenever I played on PS1, knowing like what the buttons are is like... no, there isn't. Like, once you're actually in the game, if you don't remember them, you are fucked. Right, let's try this again. Do-do-do-do. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Right, I'm just going to hold this speed for the moment. Because I've got plenty of stamina left for the moment, so let's just keep this going. Stay in front of this dude. And save all the stamina for the end. Oh god, I'm gonna lose again, aren't I? Fuck's sake! This is just a joke. That's irritating. Now I've got to say sorry, it's the actual speed up that I'm just not clear on. I have no idea why he's running so slowly. What the fuck? I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here. I don't know why he's running so slowly. And I'm out of stamina. Waste of time. I'm thinking I'll leave it on automatic and just then see how we go. Because this is beyond silly, this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. The keys don't make any sense. Such a scrub. God, even I'm like just... I can't even access the menu, that's the problem. Like, I can't go into the menu to actually even check my buttons. This is atrocious. I've never done so badly. Right, I'll just leave it on automatic until like at least part of the race and just see how we get along then. Let the game play itself, basically. I'll just take over the end and use the boost just to win the bit. I am using Steam version, but I've rebound the keys myself, that's the problem. It's like, because the layout when I first started made no sense. I'm just on the gameplay itself now. And that's the reason that annoys me, because like it should say what the keys are rather than saying you push this thing. Like, I'm not used this button in hours of gameplay. I have no idea. If you're paying attention to the bat, by the way, just look at how far I've left her on the dust right now. I'm a scrub, what can I say? I'm not gonna lie about it. But look at that. How embarrassing. Well, that's going on record on VOD, so I'm going to own that I was shit at this game. I'm owning that, don't you worry. I've got to wait for the next one to cross the finish line before the race ends. Boy, if you read this letter, you're shit at this game. Alright, so we've got some pie management to do, but I can leave that for later. So we have the buggy now, and this is the point where I will end my stream for the evening, out of embarrassment. God, that was dreadful. But anyway, we'll come back to this later because there's some stuff that we can do now with the buggy. Not least of which is we can go back to the other continent, and there's some stuff we want to do there. I will try and get the Aquilum spell at some point. But anyway, thank you very much everyone who's been joining me tonight. I hope you've all had a good time watching the stream. I hope you're all safe and sound. Take care of yourself and your loved ones as best you can. And otherwise, that's really about it. I'm going to go and spend the rest of my evening game drunk and watching shit on YouTube or something. But until next time, as we often say at Deshou, thank you very much everyone. Brace yourself, see you in the universe. Good night.